Hi there, folks. I'm Gene of RPG. Welcome back to more Final Fantasy, the Pixel Remastered Edition, where I'm getting ambushed by sharks. Yes, there are normal sharks here in addition to the white sharks. Once again, white sharks are just tougher renditions of the shark. It's too bad we can't jump, because then we'd be able to jump the shark. Although I think that's actually a bad thing, now that I think about it. We don't want to jump the shark. Last time, we ventured into the water shrine here and went all the way to the top of it, where we met the mermaids and got a lot of treasure, but also got the Rosetta Stone, which we need to have for the future. And now, this time, we're going to actually take care of the water fiend, as well as find some more treasure and good stuff. Good stuff? What? Okay. I mean, it's true, but... ooh, some more money. That's good. Although we are very much set for money. We're pretty much at the point where money's not really important at all anymore. Because they just give you so much. So, hey, I'm not complaining. I would rather have all the money I need and not have to worry about it than need money and not have it. Alright, that's a way we have to take. I know there's other stuff around here on this floor, though. Up there is the way we have to take. I know there's other treasure on this floor, though. So, yeah, things can still poison you, and it's still annoying. Although it'd take a very long time for Billy to die from being poisoned. Alright, I'm pretty sure there's treasure here. I'm not crazy. Maybe I am, but maybe I am crazy. Because evidently there's not any other treasure down there. It's always so frustrating when I accidentally waste time like this. But oh well, that's what happens when I don't memorize a dungeon. I'm sorry. But whatever, let's move on. You know, in hindsight, maybe I should have not split up this dungeon. Maybe I should have not split this dungeon in half. Of course, I could always decide in editing not to do that. It's just I almost forgot. Well, I say almost. I did forget that we've seen all the enemies that are down here already. So the trip down is going to go relatively fast. Okay, I lied. We haven't seen every single enemy down here. These are deep eyes. Deep eyes are just like the big eyes, except they're tougher. They actually survived an attack from Bobby, which surprised me. Not many things down here have been. But regardless, they can, I think, paralyze you. I don't think they petrify you, but I do believe they can paralyze you with their gaze. Water elementals! Again, not a lot to say about them. They just hit kind of hard. Hard with their physical attacks. They are weak to lightning. I think. I don't know. That wasn't very convincing, damage-wise. Why don't we take a look real quick? No, not control settings. Oh no, they're weak to ice. Huh. Okay. How about that? I did not think they'd be weak to ice. Although I guess it makes sense. And yes, I know we've seen these things before. I guess it does make sense because you'd freeze them. You'd freeze the water. So, I mean, I guess that makes some degree of sense. The sea scorpions, however, I know are weak to lightning. Monsters! I feel like we've seen this exact setup before. I'm pretty sure it was the encounter in the waterfall cave. Giant's gloves. Okay, so the Giant's gloves are an item you can use in battle. I think you can equip them as well, but they cast Saber when you use them. Saber is very similar to the Temperance spell, except it also boosts accuracy. I don't know if it raises attack power as much as Temperance. But regardless, we can now use those instead of cast Temperance, should we choose. And we will be making use of the Giant's Gloves. They're spiffy. I should also mention, a lot of these things that we can use in battle to get various spell effects are incredibly important if you're doing challenge runs of the game. Because they will give you access to spells that you probably wouldn't have access to on your team because you're doing a challenge run, like let's say an all thief run. Yeah. And we got another light axe. Yeah, they give us 2 light axes, which I'm not complaining, it's just a little weird. But this does mean that we can use that item 2 times a turn to cast Diara. So yeah, we can obliterate undead pretty easily. Hi there. White sharks and the Sahagin prince. These poor things. They stand no chance. Let's double up on magic attacks. And that's something we can do now that we have the gauntlets and the mage staff. We can have Betty use one or the other, and then also have Ted use one or the other. Yeah, in this case, it's fire, and so it's not going to do that much damage, but it's still more than she can do by hitting him with a hammer. Alternatively, we could just have her keep using the healing staff to mitigate damage that we take. Alright. Lots of gil. And another ribbon. We're going to put this one on Betty. Ribbons are swell. In basically every version of Final Fantasy, every Final Fantasy game, ribbons tend to be fantastic. Alright, but let's see what we have here for treasure. Nothing. Okay. Wonderful. This is all your fault, Ted. I blame you. Still nothing. Okay. I mean, granted, we can't really complain. We've gotten way better treasure than any other dungeon so far in the game. But I mean, still, come on. I want more stuff. I like stuff. Alright, well, I just went in a big circle. I actually think this is the last floor. Alright, but let's head down this way. So we can go through here. Tell you, I'm about tired of sea scorpions. And exit out through this door. No, really, I'm sick of sea scorpions. But we can now... Actually, what's over that way? Nothing. Okay, we can... But now we can take on the Water Fiend.
You humans do impress. I would not have thought to see you here.
Oh, he's got a cape!
But do you really think you can defeat the Fiend of Water here in my own domain? Fools, these dark depths shall be your tomb.
He's got a little cape! But here we go, the Kraken. Alright, so I want to start off by using the Giant's Gloves with Billy. Bobby is going to use Temperance. Betty, I want to have use Proterra because the Kraken likes to do physical attacks frequently and they hurt really, really badly. He also likes to use ink and squirt his ink all over us, the jerk. Which inflicts blind, which, I mean, we gotta do something about that. That's gonna make this take much longer. Alright, now that we've used Proterra, let's go ahead and start spamming Holy on him. And we'll go ahead and use Haste on Bobby. And now let's attack. Attack! Holy! And, I mean, I guess we hit him with... I don't think he's weak to ice, but whatever, let's test it out. Okay, you fucker. Oh, he's dead. Meanwhile, Billy's just got a cool pair of shades on. He didn't even do any physical attacks. I set up Proterra for nothing. Alright, but with that, that's 3 crystals down. There's only 1 left. Alright, let's go ahead and... Jeez, I don't think I actually used very many spell slots there. But let's go ahead and rest up real quick. Alright, now we need to go to our airship. Alright, so our next stop is actually going to be to go to Dr. Une, however you say his name. You guys may remember him. He's down here in Melmond? Yes, Melmond. While I'm here... Nah, there isn't anything I need from here. Okay. Anyway, let's go ahead and give him the Rosetta Stone so he can teach us that language. Just a moment. Let me see that tablet. This is the Rosetta Stone. This makes it possible to decipher Lufinian. Yes, of course! That's what it was! It all makes sense! Here, allow me to express my gratitude by teaching you Lufinian. There! Now you can speak Lufinian too! Oh boy, that was fast! But yes, now we can speak Lufinian. So now... let's not go there. Let's go ahead and we have to land right here. And let's start making our way to the last town in the game. Oh, so there's some wyverns here. But yes, we need to go to the last town in the game. We could have gone here at any time after we got the airship, but we wouldn't be able to talk to anybody because it's Lufinia. They only speak Lufinian. We are the Lufinians, the descendants of the race that once lived among the clouds. The Sky People. You use a vessel you call an airship. How do you know that? I parked like 50 miles away. It was built by one of our ancestors, a man by the name of Sid. I believe this was retroactively added because Sid is a Final Fantasy staple. Almost every single Final Fantasy has a Sid, except for this one. And Sid is usually associated with the airship in Final Fantasy, because most Final Fantasy games also have an airship. The light bears, then the legend is true. We have a legend that has been passed down through many generations. According to this legend... I'm sorry, your legend's boring. 400 years after the fall of civilization in the sky, warriors bearing light will come forth to save our people. Did this legend happen before you fell out of the sky? Like, did you have this legend before that? I mean, yeah, the flying castle floats on a blue sea of stars beyond the sky. Okay. This world is composed of 4 forces. Yeah, I know. Of these, we showed greatest prowess with the power of wind. High in the sky, we set a castle afloat in that azure sea of stars. Okay. The Sky People would pass on their memories from one generation to the next through rituals, but 400 years is a very long time, and those memories have begun to fade. Okay. Could the mechanical beings our ancestors created still function? Well, kinda. I mean, he did fall out of the sky, so, I mean, if he's malfunctioning, that might be why. The castle that floats high above the clouds was once the home of our ancestors. The Mirage Tower is the gateway to that castle. We came to believe there was another entity controlling the 4 fiends. To ascertain its location, we sent out 5 warriors, but much time has passed since we heard from them. I hope no harm has befallen them. Well, I don't think we've met any Sky People, so, I don't know. We struggled for our very lives with Tiamat, the Fiend of Wind, but our power was not enough. To this day, her lair remains in the castle in the sky, the Flying Fortress. We placed our last hope in the 5 warriors we sent out. It's been said they fell victim to the curse of the fiends and were turned into bats. How do you know that? Tiamat blocks the power of wind, the source of the Sky People's strength. Okay. Alright, well, this is the only guy you actually have to talk to here in this town. Before you leave, Legendary Warriors, take this chime with you. It'll grant you passage into the Mirage Tower. Okay, so the chime is what we need to get into the Mirage Tower. The Mirage Tower was that tower that we saw in the desert. We need that to get into it, and we need the warp cube that we got from the waterfall cave to actually ascend to the Sky Fortress. Before we leave, there is hidden magic shops where we can purchase full life for our White Wizard, which revives 1 ally and at full HP, better than a Phoenix Down, although I haven't really been using Phoenix Downs that much. And Flare blasts all enemies with light and heat. That's a little deceptive. It's non-elemental. It's extremely powerful in this version of the game. It's a good spell. Both of them are actually really good spells. And they're also surprisingly difficult to find normally, because you have no indication you can go that way. You have no indication that you can go that far to the east in town. But folks, with that, we have everything we need to actually take on the last of the crystals, the last of the fiends. And so, folks, sandworms! Flare's animation in this game is very underwhelming, but it's super powerful, so But anyway, with that, folks, next time on Final Fantasy, the Pixel Remastered Edition. I said pixeled again, didn't I? I don't know, I need to stop that. Anyway, next time, we're going to go into the Mirage Tower, and we're going to take care of the last of the fiends. I'm Gene of RPG, I'll see you all then.